There's a phrase I keep hearing from Christians whenever the UAP or alien issue comes up, and it's this. Well, I'm open to the possibility that these are aliens from another planet. And honestly, I think Christians need to stop saying this so casually. As Christians, we should be especially alert to deception, spectacle, psychological contagion, and misplaced wonder. And yet, Christian voices are often some of the very ones helping to keep this whole thing emotionally inflated. So I want to make a very simple argument. The probability of biological aliens visiting Earth is not merely low. Empirically speaking, it's functionally zero. And Christians should stop acting as though UAPs are probably aliens or might be aliens is a serious live option. Let's just talk plainly. People say things like, oh, the universe is so big and there's billions of planets and, we can't rule it out. But this is where the sleight of hand happens. Because every single stage in the process massively crushes the probability. It's not, well, there's such a big universe, there must be aliens visiting the Earth. The things you need in place for the current UAP phenomenon to plausibly be extraterrestrial life is a suitable planet, then abiogenesis, then complex life, then intelligence, then technological civilization, then that civilization surviving, then them gaining interstellar capability, then biological interstellar capability, then finding Earth, then deciding to come here, then arriving specifically during the tiny window of human civilization, then somehow leaving behind evidence that's always blurry lights, contradictory testimonies, radar anomalies, and internet speculation. Every stage fractionates the probability again. So let me put some deliberately generous numbers on this, just to discipline our intuitions. Suppose we say there's a 1 in 10 chance that life arises on a suitable planet. That's already generous because we don't actually know that abiogenesis is common at all. It may be fantastically rare. It may be even unique to Earth. But for the sake of argument, let's be generous, 1 in 10. Then suppose there is a 1 in 10 chance that life becomes complex. Then a 1 in 10 chance that complex life produces intelligence. Then 1 in 10 that intelligence produces technology. Then 1 in 10 that a technological civilization survives long enough to matter. Then 1 in 10 that it develops some kind of interstellar travel. Already, with very friendly assumptions, the probability is collapsing. We're nowhere near alien civilization yet. Now add the real killer, biological interstellar travel. Not just a tiny probe, not a dead instrument package, living beings, living biological systems crossing light years of space. Let's be absurdly charitable and give that 1 in 100 chance. Then they have to identify Earth, care about Earth and choose to come here. Give that 1 in 1,000. Then they have to arrive during the tiny slice of cosmic history in which human beings are around to notice them. Give that 1 in 10,000. Then the evidence has to fit the actual pattern we see. Not open contact, no clear artifacts, not decisive public evidence, but blurry lights, ambiguous radar data, contradictory testimony, internet folklore, government mystery. Give that 1 in 1,000. Multiply those together and you're not at maybe. You are around 1 in 10 to the 24. And remember, that was using generous numbers at several stages. A more realistic figure would be something like 1 in 10 to the 50 or 60. Even the generous probability is in the region of winning the UK National Lottery jackpot 4 times in a row. And of course, the more realistic model is far beyond that. And no sane person would plan their financial future on the basis that winning the lottery 4 times in a row is a live option. So when someone says, I'm open to the possibility that UAPs are extraterrestrial, my question is, open in what sense? Open as in, it's not logically impossible? Fine. But open as in, this is a serious option for what people are actually seeing in the sky? No. That's not open-mindedness. That's probability blindness. Now, this is where I think the issue becomes theological, psychological, and spiritual. Because I don't think the alien visitation idea survives because of anything remotely close to evidence. It survives because it satisfies desires. Think about what the mythology offers modern people. Higher beings from the heavens, hidden knowledge, government cover-ups, a coming disclosure, a revelation that changes humanity forever, a sense that we're not alone, a sense that the universe contains transcendent intelligence. Do you see what's happening? It's functioning religiously. It's a kind of secularized celestial hope. Angels without God, apocalypse without judgment, revelation without scripture, salvation by superior intelligence. And Christians are not immune to this. In fact, some Christians are especially vulnerable because modern culture often has a deep appetite for sensationalism. Some Christians seem almost excited by the possibility that something huge is coming. They love the wide-eyed tone. We don't know what's out there. The government may be hiding things. We need to prepare the church spiritually. And all the while, they're pouring emotional fuel onto a narrative whose likelihood of being true is, as we've seen, functionally zero, nothing. Now, I love Americans. I love that they lack the cynicism which often makes us Brits so scornful. But in this case, I think Americans need a healthy dose of some British cynicism. UFO culture is so prevalent in America that it seems as if people won't take you seriously if you call it functionally impossible. And this leads us to our final point. The main takeaway here is simple. I'm not saying Christians must deny that there are real anomalies. I am saying Christians need to stop keeping other Christians open to the plausibility of the extraterrestrial hypothesis. By that, I mean lending any credence to the idea that UAPs might be biological aliens visiting Earth. Scientifically, that hypothesis is indefensible. Spiritually, that hypothesis is dangerous. So again, I'm not saying stop believing in UAPs, if by UAPs you simply mean things in the sky which are hard to explain. But please stop greenlighting the alien interpretation with Christian open-mindedness. Stop lending spiritual seriousness to a scientifically indefensible hypothesis. Stop giving people permission to become fascinated or frightened by a counterfeit heavenly drama. This is especially a plea to Christian influencers and YouTubers. You will do some serious good if you say Christians need a theology of aliens about as much as they need a theology of mermaids. Theoretically imaginable, evidentially bankrupt, and pastorally distracting. If you say that, you will close the door in the hearts of many which is currently open to all the counterfeit fear and awe of the alien phenomenon. You will continue to do serious harm if you talk about still being open to the idea that UAPs are aliens, because you unnecessarily and against all the evidence leave that door open.